Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, one more together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Balaji, Jaya Subhadra, Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Swine Grace of Ajana and Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai, Srila Gaur Kishore Swami Maharaj ki Jai, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki Jai, Srila Jagannath Spavri Maharaj ki Jai, Shri Rup, Shri Sanatan, Bhadra Raghunath, Shri Chiva Gopala, Paradasa Raghunath, Sat Goswami Bhagavan ki Jai, Rimzakho Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Radha, Shivasati Gaura, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinatha, Shyama Kunda, Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhana ki Jai, Rajbhumi Vrindavandana ki Jai, Bhagavad Pradana ki Jai, New Nilcha Jagat Pradana ki Jai, Rangamaya Yamunmaya ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Tulasi Murani ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yoga ki Jai, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Iskon Guru Vrinda ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai, all glories to the Sambhava, all glories to the Sambhava, all glories to the Sambhava, Jai Shri Shri Guru Guru, Jai Shri Guru Guru.
Shri Guru Vandana. The lotus feet of our spiritual master
are the only way by which one can attain pure devotional service. I go now to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My obligations to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my darkened eyes, fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth, from whom ecstatic prema emanates, by whom the ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures cement his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor, and the Lord master of the devotees. O Master, be merciful to us. Give us the shade of your lotus feet. May your fame spread all over the world. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ja, es ist
Das Maya war die entdeckt hat.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
It's not inside?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, also other ones.
No, I tried to search it the other day, it's not there.
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Toya Koromore Shri Krishna Chaitanya Toya Koromore Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Toya Koromore dino toma vina kiyadalo jagata samsare toma vina kiyadalo Toma bina kedayalu jagata samsare Toma bina kedayalu jagata samsare Patita pavana hitu tava avatara nahitu tava avatara Musamapatita Prabhu Nabai Beara Musamapatita Prabhu Nabai Beara Ha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Sukhi Ha Premananda Kripa bolo kana koro ami bodo dukhi Kripa bolo kana koro ami bodo dukhi Daya koro Sitapati Advaita Gosai Sitapati Advaita Gosai Tava kripa bolo bhai Chaitanya Nitai Tava bolo kripa bhai Tava kripa bolo bhai Chaitanya Nitai Tava kripa bolo bhai Chaitanya Nitai Ha Swarup Sanatana Rupa Raghunatha Rupa Raghunatha Patayuga Shiva Prabhu Lokanata Patayuga Shiva Prabhu Lokanata Toya Koro Siyacharya Prabhu Srinivasa Siyacharya Prabhu Srinivasa Ramachandra Sangamage Naratamadasa Ramachandra Sangamage Naratamadasa Gauranitai Jaya, Gauranitai Jaya, Gauranitai Jaya, Gauranitai Jaya, Gauranitai, Gauranitai. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Shri Nityananda Rama ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda So we read from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is Madhya Leela. And we are in the process of devotional service. Tasmat Bharatat Sarvatma Bhagavan Haririshvara Shrutavya kirtitavyascha Smartavyaschichata bhayam Tasmat parata sarvatma Bhagavan Haririshvara Shrutavya kirtitavyascha Smartavyaschichtata bhayam Tasmat parata sarvatma Bhagavan Harir Ishvaraha Shrutavya kirtitavyascha Smartavyaschichtata bhayam
Tasmat parata sarvatma Bhagavan Harir Ishvaraha Shrutavya kirtitavyascha Smartavyaschichtata bhayam.
So there is an A missing. It was, and in the morning I tried to also learn it, and it's wrong in the book. So this book, so there is one A. Can you put it there? Like abhayam. I was like, I'm foolish. I cannot chant this line. And now I see it. Because you wrote it wrong, but here it's right. Yeah. And not you wrote it if it was wrong in the book, sorry. You wrote it right. You had the wrong book. Yes. Okay, next one. Try. Bhagavan Haririshvara Smartavyaschichtata bhayam Bhagavan Haririshvara Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma
Bhagavan Haririshvaraha Shrotavya kirtitavyascha Smartavyaschichtata bhayam
Tasmat. Therefore. Bharata. O descendant of Bharata. Sarva Atma. The all-pervasive Lord who is situated in everyone's heart. Bhagavan. The Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hari. Lord Hari, who takes away all the miserable condition of material existence. Hari, who takes away all the miserable condition of material existence. Again. Hari. The Lord Lord Hari, who takes away all the miserable conditions of material existence.
Lord Hari, who takes
Takes
away
away
all
all
the
the miserable conditions of material existence.
Ishvaraha,
Ishvara,
the Supreme Controller.
the Supreme Controller,
Shrotavya,
Shrutavya,
to be heard about
to be heard about
from bona fide sources.
from bona fide sources.
Kirtitavya,
Kirtitavya,
to be glorified.
to be glorified.
Cha,
Cha,
also.
also.
Smartavya,
Smartavya,
to be remembered.
to be remembered.
Cha,
Cha,
and
and
Ichata,
Ichata,
by a person's desire.
by a person's desire.
Abhayam,
Abhayam,
freedom from the fearful condition of material existence.
freedom from fear.
Fearful condition of material existence.
O descendant of Bharata, O Maharaj Parikshit, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in everyone's heart as Paramatma, who is the Supreme Controller and who always removes the miseries of the living entities, must always be heard about from reliable source, and he must be glorified and remembered by one who wishes to become fearless. Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. It is one's duty to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the hearing process. This is called Shrotavya. If one has heard properly about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his duty is to glorify the Lord and preach His glories. This is called Kirtitavya. When one hears about the Lord and glorifies Him, it is natural to think of Him. This is called Smartavya. All this must be carried out if one actually wants to be immune from fear. Om Jnana Timarandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukham Karoti Vachalam Bhangum Langayate Grim Yad Kripadam Aham Vande Shri Gurum Dhinataranam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. O descendant of Bharata, O Maharaj Parikshit, the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is situated in everyone's heart, as the Paramatma who is the Supreme Controller and who always removes the misery of living entities, must always be heard about from reliable sources. And he must glorified and remembered by one who wishes to become fearless. So here we're reading from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, and this is a long talk between whom? Who remembers? What is it here? Who is talking to whom actually? Again? Right. Very good. It's like it's the voice from the heavens. So if I tell nonsense, please correct, okay? The voice from the heavens. So yes, it's a talk between Lord Chaitanya and Sanatana Goswami. And so before, there's so much information. And I thought, sometimes we say Lord Chaitanya didn't give us much. He gave us everything, but from personal, He's talking. We just get the Shikshastakam, yeah? But no, here is the talk to Sanatana Goswami, and what does he do? He just quotes left and right Srimad Bhagavatam and all other Vedic sources, which is amazing. He's not, Lord Chaitanya, he's not inventing something new. He doesn't. He's just, getting out the nectar from what already Veda Vyas has written. And here, this verse is actually what Shukadev Goswami to King Parikshit talks. And so it's interesting how when you go through these verses, this is just one nectar of another. It's just like in the beginning. So there is Sambandha Gyan, there's Abhideya Gyan, there's Sambandha, Abhideya Gyan, and Prayochana. We should understand Sambandha. Sambandha is the knowledge between the knowledge of ourself and the energy and Krishna. And then Abhideya Gyan is the understanding how we can approach the Lord, the process. And then Prayochana Gyan is the goal, is prema, pure love to Godhead. So these are different knowledge. So here, the chapter, it says, it's the process of the devotional service. So this is Abhideya Gyan. That we understand how we can actually walk the path. It's very important that we understand that. We already understood one thing. We are eternal, we are a spirit soul. We understand already, okay, there is God, there is Krishna. We accepted that. But now the next step is to really understand, how can I approach the Lord? How can I reach the Lord? So this is very important for us. Very. We already understood so much. That's why we're sitting here on Sunday, come here and do kirtan together, have this wonderful sangha. And now, for us, it's to understand this process. And in this verse, there are two things which stick out to me. So it's this abhayam, the word which we had to correct. Abhayam. And it's translated here, freedom from the fearful condition of material existence. Yeah? Freedom from fear. So what is our fear? What is it? What's really, like, it's even, it says, from this horrible existence here. What is it? What is horrible on this existence here?
We have to die.
We have to die. Okay. That's it?
Yeah. Whatever is related to this.
Yes, you're right. Sometimes Prabhupada explains that. But what is really the cause of that?
No shelter. The living entity have no shelter of Krishna.
No shelter of Krishna, right. You could say, okay, why? You could ask, so why we are fearful of death? That's what you say, that's our horrible...
We can't control it.
No.
This,
You think that's all we have, this body?
so we went from sorry, I lost it again. Yeah, fearful condition, material fearful condition, so death. But the problem is not death. That's not the problem. The problem is our false ego, which lets us fear death. That's the problem. Because we don't die. Nobody of us dies, so why should we be fearful of death? Obviously, we are in this temporary body, and this gives quite some fear. Birth, old age, sickness. Actually, death is death is just boop. Then we are out of this body. Death is not really. That's just a moment. That's just a change. Why should we fear death? Probably we fear more sickness, old age. But yes, also death. But what really is the horrible condition in this world is our false ego, who creates this horrible existence. It's just our false ego, our false identification, which creates all the fears. And false ego means ignorance. Ignorance. Because actually this world is totally spiritual. This world is spiritual. Because it's Krishna's energy. And if we are connected, we are like in the spiritual world. We are. I'm not there, sorry. I only know it theoretically. But yes. So the only thing what separates us from that is our false ego. Our false ego, which is just so big. It's just unbelievable. So, that's the real horrible existence. Our Maya. Prabhupada would say, a devotee is totally free of fear. The only thing what he's fearing is what? Maya. Yes. It's the other side. It's the same. He should be fearful of Maya. Yes. That's the only horrible thing here, that we forget Krishna and think, oh, we are Swiss or Russian or Ukraine or what. So that's that we think we are something else than the lover of God and the lover of devotees. There's nothing else. So then here, the other, what really struck me is, you should know it. What is the word? We chanted it twice before in the translation. I repeated it. Hari. Right. Here is Hari. So, why? What was the translation? Huh?
Long translation.
Yeah, who remembers? What was it? What was it?
Hari who takes away
Yes?
the
Yes.
fear of material existence.
Almost.
Something like this.
Yes. Very good. Yes. It's so important. So, Lord are He who takes away all the miserable conditions of material existence. So, He takes away what? No, not the ego. No. That's wrong.
The false ego.
Yes. He gives you the ego. He reveals the ego to you. Yeah? And this is so important. So now we go, so he removes this suffering, because our only suffering is because ourself. It's not because of death. It's not because of old age. Yes, there's a little suffering, old age, your knees and this. But the real suffering is inside that. It's in your mind. It's in your false identification, which we are still there. We are so much there still. Even if we chant Hare Krishna and go to the temple and do so many things, we are still in this false ego. Most of the time. Our mind is not our friend yet, many times. And as soon as our mind is lamenting, our mind is just not happy about the situation. Because we forgot who we are. And that Krishna arranges all around us the best. And we can't see it. So, He takes away this false ego. How does He do it? How does He do it? Huh? So what did we hear? Moves the miseries of all living entities and must always be heard from reliable sources. Through Shravanam, through hearing. We come here to hear. We need knowledge about the real ego. So he comes to us through the Bhagavatam and through, very important. Huh? What is it? The speaker? Yeah, the devotees. And let's jump. We jump 30 verse. I want to show one verse. So beautiful. So he goes and he
Which verse?
yeah, wait. 31 here. So he explains now the devotional service, Lord Chaitanya. He goes through in the end what are the 5 limbs of devotional service. Most important. Like Lord Chaitanya, he comes and he comes like, I think all 64, but then he cooks it down.
With Ramanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam?
No. No.
This one.
The 5 ones. You guys should know the 5 ones. So Bhagavatam, the holy name. Why Sadhu Sangha, and the holy Dham, and I think it's the deities, yeah? You see? Okay. So these are the 5 most important. And if we cook it down, those 5, what is it? What is it? You should know. You should know. This is the most important. Lord Chaitanya gives this, the most important instructions. He gives it in 2 in 1. He says, give up association with material-minded people and take shelter of spiritual-minded people. So what is it now? Sadhu Sangha. The association with the devotees is the most important of all limbs. Because they chant, they read the Srimad Bhagavatam, they do all of this. If you are in the association of devotees, you have all the limbs. If they don't do it, then they are not devotees really. You understand? So, listen to this verse. These 5 limbs of devotional service are the best of all. Even a slight performance of these 5 awakens love for Krishna. With love and full faith, one should worship the lotus feet of the deities. And now, one should taste the meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of pure devotees. And one should associate with the devotees who are more advanced than oneself and who are endowed with a similar type of affection to the Lord. So, it says a lot here. So Krishna, he will destroy all this fear or false ego through the association of the devotees. And so this fear which we have and we bring in this association, we still have fear. We still, like, what was it? We still have fear from death. We shouldn't. Like I said, death is just a little moment where you leave the body and you are happy to leave the body because mostly the body will be gone and you are happy to just leave. Kadamba Kanna Swami just left because his body was just... You have to go on. So it's good. He's now preparing somewhere and does the same what he did his whole life. But now this fear and the association is very important that we understand what is right association. It's not just associating with the devotees. Here it says to associate with a similar type they should be advanced more than we, and they should have a similar type of affection for the Lord. Because in Vrindavan, there are so many different gopis and gopas, and they don't get along with each other. They're not. They cannot even open talk to some gopis because the other gopis would never understand their affection to the Lord, because there are gopis, they have the mood of kind of parental love towards Krishna. They are the older gopis, yeah? And there are the younger gopis. And the younger gopis, they are in the mood of conjugal love. They're totally different. There are older gopis and younger gopis. And that's their eternal mood. eternal. And the mood is so different. Huh? Like your mother just has a different mood than yourself. If you're the daughter or the son, it's just different. Your relationship to your mother has a specific type. And so between the gopis also. They cannot really openly talk to the elderly gopis. It's not possible. They cannot. They have even a secret language between them. Huh? Like what I heard, they actually, one secret they have, they would not say Krishna, they would say Balaram. Between them, that the elder gopis don't know that they're actually talking about Krishna. Yeah? So they have to have a secret language. Otherwise, they would be embarrassed in front of the elder gopis to talk. It's not working. So they have to hide, kind of. So these are the younger gopis. Yeah? So it's so beautiful that there are it said there are 108 groups just between the main gopis. 108 groups, and each group has a different mood, has a different purpose, how they want to serve and love Krishna. Yeah. So now between us, it's also we have different moods. We have different moods between the devotees. Therefore, there are so many different spiritual masters, because even the spiritual master have different moods. And we choose a spiritual master where we feel attracted. Prabhupada, he was like the all-purpose guru, and he represented so much to all of us. But still, then our guru, all they have different moods. Yeah. Honestly, some gurus, I'm like, oh, they're so. They're talking to me so intense that I'm like, ooh. Not that they are wrong. They're not wrong. That's just how they are. Gaur Govinda Maharaj, for example. I don't want to criticize Gaur Govinda Maharaj. He's a pure devotee. But for me, when I heard him, like, and just how he talked, I was like, But I know he was a pure devotee. I can see. But it's just, my mood is a little bit different. So Krishna gives all these different spiritual teachers to us. And so now even between us, we need like-minded association, because there are so many different devotees with different moods. Yeah? That's very important. So there is not just association. Here it says association even of senior devotees. Now this is so important. It's not just the guru. Look, let's take Roger Federer.
Maybe not.
Was he Roger Federer? Everybody knows Roger Federer.
No.
Tennis legend, a tennis legend. He just stopped last year. Swiss. He was one of the best tennis players. Oh my God. You have to take birth again. So he was so great. He was one of the best. So was he alone? What made him that he could be so good? We can also take Rublev. Maybe you know Rublev. He's Russian. He's very good. Or we can take a vegetarian. What's the vegetarian one? He's from Serbia. I forgot his name.
tennis fans in the audience.
Okay.
Djokovic.
Djokovic. He's even vegetarian. He knows Krishna. I heard. He knows. He heard of Krishna. So let's talk about him. So what makes him so good? They all have teachers. Yes, they all have. And many of them, what they have? More than one. They have different people who help them. So now for us, this is important in the spiritual life, it's the same. So normally, we would have uncles, aunties, we would have our grandfather, our grandmother, we would have a whole family who would care for us because they have so much experience of spiritual life, because they're older than we. This is missing. We are still in a process of Krishna consciousness coming here in Kali Yuga. All of this is missing. We are kind of bereft of our senior devotees. We have, but we don't have enough. We don't have enough. Because Prabhupada just came. And now the first generation, who are these seniors, who are not many, these are a few thousand. Just a few thousand devotees on this planet who are senior. And they are leaving the planet now, even. The next 10 years, so many. So, for us, it's important that we find in our environment, near us, we need senior devotees where we take shelter, like an athlete. He's his personal trainer. He's there every match. He's there. Look how he's doing. Like we have a guru, but the problem is, because this Krishna consciousness has to be spread all over the world, our swamis and gurus and all these seniors, what are they doing? Right. They travel all over the planet to spread the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. But when we go back a few hundred years, you would live with your guru next door or next village. He would be there. He would guide you. But this is not possible. Same. We are this situation where we are, it's quite difficult. Because we don't have that. Your guru is not always there. Okay, Krishna is merciful. He gives you all the MP3 or all the downloads and streams. You can listen to your guru. You can. Earlier, he was like your trainer, personal trainer. So we need personal trainer too. We need. Why? Because our false ego. Our false ego is so big, is so twisted, complicated. We can't get out by ourselves. It's not possible. It's easier for somebody else to see your false ego than yourself. Because it's so much misidentification with your mind who plays so many games with you. And you identify with this. We have created thoughts. They go every day, they go on, and how you react to different things. And we think, that's me. That's me. I'm from Spain. I'm fiery. Whatever. That's why. we have to understand, we need the devotees, the elder devotees, where we look up to and where we are ready to listen to them. We have faith in them, like to your guru. There is not just Diksha Guru. There are many Shiksha Gurus, and we need them. We have to create a family, and therefore here it says it's really important. It's really, really important. One should taste the meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of pure devotees. Pure devotees means who know. They may not be pure totally, but at least they know where to go. And they walking there. That's a pure devotee. Prabhupada said, all of my devotees are pure devotees because they know Krishna and they don't know the devotional path. Now we need here pure devotees, and one should associate with the devotees who are more advanced. So this Sangha, this most important is to be with more advanced devotees as much as possible. And we have to look out. It can't be just gurus and this. It has to be near us, where we see where are the sincere devotees who have taste for chanting, who have taste for devotional service. And then we take shelter of them. We make friendship with them. Friendship where we take a more humble position of them, and we ask them, can you help me? And we ask them for what? We ask them for feedback. We need feedback, honest feedback. But we have to be really, this is not just a cheap, oh, can you give me feedback? No. No. This is a relationship who goes on for longer, for years, where the trust is built up. And then when you really, this is built up, you're ready to take the medicine which says, you know what, this what you are doing here is really not good, you should change. And then we are ready, okay. It's a trainer, a personal trainer. And without such a personal trainer, we're not able to make real progress. It's a slow process. If you do it on your own, it will be a slow process. That's why when you come here in the temple and you have really wonderful teachers here, then you can make progress very fast. But if you do it on your own, you may do progress, yes, but slow. We need trainers. And this is like my guru, he introduced a counseling system, and every disciple has to take shelter of senior disciples. He has to, because my teacher, he knows I can't care for everybody. I can't give lectures and like this, but we need this personal senior devotees where we really take shelter. And yeah, you can just do this over the internet and whatever nowadays and Zoom, but actually the most important is these teachers have to be around you to get to know you, how you are doing. You understand that? If they are not with you, they cannot really see how you acting, what you actually mess up in your daily performance. Yeah, we make mistakes, all of us. And these mistakes are subtle. And what is it? This comes from the false ego, where we think, oh, I'm doing service, so much service. But the service is not selfless. There is still a tinge of attention. I want something out of it. Or, yeah, I go on book distribution out there, and then the pride comes in. Oh, how important I am. Because Krishna says, those who spread this to others, they are most dear to me. Dangerous. The proud comes, pride. And then, but if you have a personal trainer who is more advanced, he can tell you, you know what? I think better you are going back to the kitchen and do some service there, and then after you go out. Because you became a little proud out there. Anyway, there are so many different things which sneak in. And the point is, are we humble? Are we really humble? Are we actually selfless? Satisfied in ourselves. That's what it means. If you are doing devotional service, you have a connection in your heart, you are happy. The world can break down around you, you are happy. If we are not there, then we have to work hard, because there is still a lot of false ego, false identification, where we think, I'm the doer, I'm the controller, I'm the enjoyer. And for each one, this is something different. And therefore, we need somebody who gets to know us, who is around, experiences how we're doing. We need personal trainers. So this will come in the future. Right now, it's hard, because it's missing. The whole family is not developed yet. I just heard one devotee, so I cannot really repeat what he said, but one devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, how will this, now we are this golden age after Lord Chaitanya, how will it be? Will everybody be Krishna conscious? Do you know the answer? Will everybody be Krishna conscious? Prabhupada said, yes. Then the devotee was digging a little more, and he wanted to know, how will this happen? How will this happen? A revolution? Prabhupada said, no. And then the devotee, yeah, but Prabhupada, how will this happen? Then he said, it will happen in 100, 200 years of chanting all over the globe. So, 100, 200 years chanting all over the globe. It takes time, huh? So, it will take time till this family is complete. Then he said, after this 100, 200 years, pure devotees will take birth on this planet. More and more. Because all is set up. Everything is set up then. So for now, we have to understand this situation where you are is still so fragile in one sense, for us. The energy out there is so strong. Huh? It's the other day I was reading how like our problem is these all wrong identifications we have with this world, and then we become fearful. And it's like in a dream. In a dream, and there comes a lion in your dream, and the lion wants to kill you. Huh? And you are there like, whoa. And you're in there in your dream. It's kind of real. Yeah? When you're in your dream, it's like real or not. Sometimes you wake up and you are red totally because the dream just, whoa. Huh? You're there. But, so the dream was real. The dream is real. But you shouldn't identify with your dream. The dream is real, but you shouldn't identify. So in the same, like Krishna says, what for a spiritualist is day is night for a materialist, and vice versa. So actually we should come to the understanding that this material world is a dream. Why?
It is not our real
Yeah, we are here. Come on, you are in the world.
not our nature. I mean, it's made of three gunas and some material.
But they're real. The gunas are real.
Yes, real, but not us.
You are real. Come on, you are not illusion.
We like not a dream, like in a dream. Dream is real.
The dream is real.
Yesterday we heard about this in Scientific Saturday.
In what?
In Scientific Saturday.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Okay.
This team was talking.
Yeah. So in that sense, it's a dream because it's temporary. It's temporary. And we have actually nothing to do with it. We should really, when we walk around during the day, think, this is a dream. This whole thing here, as soon as you go out from the temple away, and you're in this material world, we should think this is a dream, we should be there, it's a dream, this is not real. Because it's not real. It's temporary. Our real thing is here. Our real thing is the connection to Krishna. Everything else is like we are in a dream. Actually, we are in jail. Durga. Huh? This is the kingdom of Durga, the wife of Lord Shiva. And Durga means jail. We're in jail. We should be more and more understand we are in jail. If God creates a jail, then what does He do? He does the best. Look at it. It looks so nice. Yes. It's a nice jail. It's a first-class jail right now in Switzerland. In other places it's not a first-class jail. Really. But it's jail here. And we should get out. Really. We should be aware of that. And you become more aware, you know when? When you get those here. Once you get 50, 60, isn't it? Yeah. You will get more aware of that. of the temporary things. And then you ask yourself, what I'm doing with the little rest who is there? That's the problem when you're young. You think, oh, I have so much. But then Krishna takes. And it's good. Huh? Sometimes I'm like, why I'm not young? Why I'm already almost 60? I'm like, but no, it's good. Because you'll learn more and more focus. Because you know there is not much left. So Krishna's jail, he's really expert. Krishna, how kind of he can attract us back. But we need this association so much. We should always be in association of devotees. Always. Never just alone with your family. You need these too, but as much as possible be with devotees. Because Maya here, you can easily €100, you fly to Spain, you can go there and there and there. It's so easy. Maya is so, and we think, let's a little bit this, a little bit that, even as devotees. But actually, our only thing should be, as soon as I'm over with work, I should run towards the devotees and be with them. Nothing else. Be with them and, yes, helping the temple, come here, or any other project, but we should come together and do something wonderful for Srila Prabhupada. And we need so many projects. So this is why we need this association. It's the only way out, the association. And in this association, what is the most important? It's the chanting. That we come, not just socializing. It's not. Even japa, we should chant japa together is more powerful than alone. But the most powerful is kirtan. The holy name will reveal everything. Everything. So Srila Prabhupada, he said, or he taught us, chant every morning, eat prasad, have association, go out, share your gift. And what did he say about the evening? Huh? Bhagavad Gita class, yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure? Did he say that?
That's what they did in the temple.
Did he say that? Yes. He said that. Yes. You know what that means?
We should do this.
But what does it mean when we do it?
You will have Krishna dreams.
No.
That's afterwards, yeah? We should go to Vrindavan. Every day to Vrindavan. It's so important. Especially if you understood the Bhagavad Gita, then more and more Vrindavan. We want to go there. Prabhupada, yes, he said that. He said every night read Krishna book. Every day we should go to Vrindavan. If you read Krishna book, you are in Vrindavan. Because this is the final meditation where we want to achieve. We want to be in Vrindavan, in our consciousness. Huh? So therefore, these books are so important. Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and the Krishna book. That we really go there. Because that's really the goal of all of us. To actually, in the end, we will only be there. Only. Because that's like when you chant in the end, when you reach the perfection in chanting, what's happened?
You will chant more?
You can't stop!
Yeah.
You can't!
Yes.
It's the same when we really go to Vrindavan, there in the end you cannot leave anymore. It's not possible. It's just going on in your mind. And that's where we want to go. But it's said, always remember Krishna. But Krishna is never alone. He's always with devotees. It means Vrindavan. You are in the Vrindavan Leela. So, but we can only remember when we have put it in. We have to put it in. We have to hear it first. Therefore, Prabhupada say, every day read Krishna book. That you put it in on your hard disk. Every day. And once this hard disk is really full, then it's full. Nothing else is there. Just Vrindavan. That's where we want to go. And then we chant and we are in Vrindavan. You are chanting Hare Krishna and you see Krishna in your mind. You are in your mind when you chant in Vrindavan. That's our goal. And for that, we need this every day read Krishna Leela. Prabhupada said. Not just in the temple. Make your home your temple. Your heart is your temple. He said, Srimad Bhagavatam, 10 cantos is most important. First we have to understand who is Krishna, who am I, and what's devotional service. And yes, this is all there, but Krishna Leela. Huh? I just read Venu Gita. Oh my God, it's so crazy. It's so beautiful. Just one book about the flute of Krishna and how Krishna with his flute influences everybody. The book starts with the gopis, and first they are like so envious on this flute because this flute is always on the lips, which we like to kiss, but we can't because there are all the other gopis and we cannot kiss him. But this flute is always there, and they're like, ah. Oh. And in the end, they are like cursing the flute. And then the book goes on and tells how the animals in Vrindavan, how they react when they hear the flute of Krishna. And then the trees and the plants. Yes, last night I read how Yamuna acts to the flute of Krishna. So yes, we have to get in, that we understand who is Krishna, what he's doing. This is so important. Huh? The Yamuna stands still, and then it's not just still. Yamuna starts to have whirlpools out of ecstasy. Huh? It's so wonderful written. So this, yes, just a little trailer. Just try to do it. I love it so much. Shivaram Swami did such a wonderful books which are out there who really bring you there. There's the 10 canto, wonderful. You'll find it there, and they're a little bit more elaborate. There are more and more books coming out, and they're for you. They're so beautifully made. Just take advantage. Okay, I think I'm over time. Is there one question? No? Okay. Yes?
What to do when you don't have senior devotees in your vicinity? Because not everybody has that possibility.
We have. Everybody can. If you can't have the association like this here, you can take them in form of books.
But you were saying how it's very important to have one-on-one.
Yes, if you don't have it right now, then you have to make the best out of it. Yeah? And you have to reach out. And you pray in your heart that you get it. They are there. They are. The point is, those advanced devotees, they are not coming forward. Hey, I'm an advanced devotee, come to me. The opposite. They're in the back. They're in the back. Because they're very humble. They are not there and say, oh, I'm a senior. No. They're in the back. You have to search them out. And you can find them, but you have to really want, and you pray in your heart that Krishna shows you where are they? There are sometimes you never thought about it, but there are. There are. But they're rare. But let's find them with the help of Krishna. In your heart, pray to Krishna that you find them, and you will find them. Yes? Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Thank you. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Jagra Baladev Surya Marari ki jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
This is Kesavacharya Prabhu ki jai. No, today is Panihaki, no?
Oh, I totally forgot.
It's sweet rice.
Sweet rice?
Sweet rice, yeah, and all the pots are wheat flat rice.
These cherries. I'm so excited.
Aber vielen Dank, dass du trotzdem drauf bist. Weil die Rekorde, die sind immer halt da.
So, wie viel da war dran? Ja, weißt du, wie viel wir da zugeschafft haben?
Aber meine politischen TV kann man es nicht. Ich habe nachgeschlafen, aber für YouTube. Da kann man es noch.
Nachher ist es super. Okay.
Sehr danke. Ich muss noch so Stopp machen. Stopp. Vielleicht noch weiter.
How long goes the class? 8:30. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I tortured you too long. No, you just said 8:30. I'm sorry. They didn't tell me.